Emerson, the Brazilian midfield maestro. Early life and beginnings. Emerson Ferreira da Rosa, commonly known simply as Emerson, was born on April 4, 1976, in the city of São Bernardo do Campo, located in the São Paulo state of Brazil. Coming from a humble background, Emerson's love for football developed at an early age, growing up in a nation where football is ingrained in the culture. Like many Brazilian children, he played street football, where his quick feet and sharp footballing brain quickly became apparent. His ability to control the ball and orchestrate the play in midfield caught the attention of local scouts, leading him to the youth academy of São Paulo FC, one of Brazil's most renowned clubs. At São Paulo FC, Emerson's talent blossomed. The club, known for producing talented players, was the perfect place for the young Emerson to hone his skills. His technical abilities, vision, and composure on the ball set him apart from his peers. By 1995, at just 19 years old, Emerson made his professional debut for São Paulo, marking the beginning of what would become a prestigious career. His performances for the Brazilian club quickly gained the attention of European scouts, especially with his ability to control the tempo of the game from midfield and his solid defensive work in breaking up opposition attacks. Emerson's talent was undeniable, and it wasn't long before he attracted interest from European clubs. His first significant move came when he left Brazil to pursue a career in Europe, marking the beginning of his journey among some of the continent's top football teams. Career peak, rise to prominence in Europe. Emerson's career in Europe began in 1997, when he signed with Bayer Leverkusen, a club in Germany's Bundesliga. The move to Leverkusen marked the start of Emerson's peak years in European football, as he quickly established himself as one of the best midfielders in the league. Known for his technical prowess, vision, and excellent passing range, Emerson became a key player for Leverkusen and was central to the team's midfield. At Leverkusen, Emerson flourished, helping the club achieve notable successes during his tenure. He formed a strong midfield partnership with players like Michael Ballack, and together, they drove the team to new heights. One of the highlights of Emerson's career at Leverkusen came in 2002, when the club reached the UEFA Champions League final for the first time in its history. Although Leverkusen ultimately lost to Real Madrid in the final, Emerson's performances throughout the competition demonstrated his quality on the big stage. Emerson's individual performances during this period earned him widespread recognition, and he was consistently ranked among the best midfielders in Europe. His passing range, defensive contribution, and ability to control the tempo of the game made him a highly sought-after player. In 2004, Emerson made a significant move to AS Roma in Italy's Serie A. At Roma, Emerson continued to impress, becoming one of the top midfielders in the league. His time at the club solidified his reputation as a player capable of influencing matches both defensively and offensively. Emerson was pivotal in Roma's push for top honors in Serie A, and his leadership in midfield helped Roma secure a strong position in the Italian league. Main achievements, domestic and international glory. Emerson's career was filled with impressive individual performances and notable team successes, both at the club and international levels. His unique combination of technical skill, vision, and defensive abilities earned him numerous accolades and achievements. UEFA Champions League Final, 2002. Perhaps the most significant achievement of Emerson's early career came with Bayer Leverkusen in the 2001-2002 season. Despite the team's loss to Real Madrid in the final, Emerson's performances in the Champions League were exceptional. His ability to dominate the midfield against some of Europe's best clubs brought him international recognition. Serie A titles. After moving to AS Roma in 2004, Emerson achieved great success in Italy. Although he did not win the Serie A title during his time at Roma, his performances helped the club secure top finishes in the league. He was a driving force in Roma's push for domestic glory, and his ability to control the midfield made him one of the standout players in Serie A during his years at the club. Copa America 1997. Emerson's international career with Brazil was marked by success in major tournaments. He was part of the Brazil squad that won the 1997 Copa America in Bolivia, a victory that highlighted his ability to perform at the highest level. Emerson's contribution to Brazil's midfield was vital as the team secured the South American title. FIFA World Cup 2002. Emerson was also part of the Brazil squad that triumphed in the 2002 FIFA World Cup in South Korea and Japan. Although Emerson did not play in the final, his role in the team during the tournament was crucial. His contributions in the earlier rounds helped Brazil secure the World Cup, and it was a defining moment in his international career. UEFA Cup 2006. Emerson's time at Juventus also brought success. And in 2006, he was part of the squad that won the UEFA Cup. Although his time at Juventus was relatively short, Emerson's technical ability and leadership were key factors in the club's success in European competitions. Individual recognition. Over the course of his career, Emerson received several individual accolades for his performances. He was included in various Team of the Year selections and received praise for his consistency in both domestic and international football. Emerson was widely regarded as one of the top midfielders in Europe during his peak years. The last years, a steady decline and retirement. As with many players, Emerson's career began to wind down in his mid-30s. After a successful stint at AS Roma, Emerson moved to Juventus in 2006, where he won the UEFA Cup and played in Serie A. However, the late stages of his career were marred by injuries and a decline in his overall performance levels. Despite these challenges, Emerson remained a key figure in midfield for Juventus. But after a series of injury setbacks, he eventually left the club in 2010. The next chapter of his career saw him return to Brazil, where he played for Fluminense, further extending his playing days in his home country. At Fluminense, Emerson enjoyed a more laid-back role, but he still provided experience and leadership to a team that was building for the future. However, his involvement in the first team began to diminish, and by 2012, Emerson decided to call time on his illustrious playing career. At the age of 36, Emerson retired from professional football, bringing an end to a career that spanned more than 15 years at the highest level. Legacy. One of Brazil's midfield icons. Emerson left a lasting legacy in football, particularly in Brazilian and European football. His ability to control games from midfield, break up opposition attacks, and set up attacking moves made him one of the most complete midfielders of his generation. His tactical intelligence and leadership on the pitch earned him respect from both teammates and opponents alike. While Emerson's time at the very top of the game was relatively brief, he remained a key figure in the teams he played for and played an integral role in Brazil's successes at international tournaments. His adaptability, able to operate both as a defensive midfielder and in a more box-to-box role, allowed him to play at the highest level for many years. His ability to pass, defend, and create chances for teammates made him a player that any team would want to have in their ranks. Even after retirement, Emerson's impact on the game continued, as he turned to coaching and youth development. His wealth of experience was invaluable to young players coming up through the ranks, and he remained a respected figure in Brazilian football for years to come. In the end, Emerson will be remembered not just for his technical skills and leadership but for his professionalism, consistency, and dedication to the game. His career, marked by significant international and club-level success, remains an inspiration to future generations of Brazilian footballers.